and never learn to hate them. That phrase, learn to hate, is a really powerful phrase about our politics in general. Jacob, you've written a report about a document that's really interesting about what a second-term agenda might look like, and I'm curious what the kind of contours of it, and is it any good if we have the same, it's easy to write a document saying this is what things should be like, but when you're facing the kind of political challenges of this Republican opposition, how do you get from here to there?
Well, I should say first, I wrote it with this Yale law student, Nate Lowenthal, who is great, and that made it relatively easy, but it was still a big challenge. I mean, we decided that we wanted to really lay out what it would take to get the economy moving again in the short term, and to help start moving in the right direction to restore the middle class in the long term. And there really isn't a kind of vigorous agenda that's on the other side from the kind of austerity agenda of Ryan and now Romney, and so that was our goal. And we had a second goal, which was to get some of the major grassroots progressive groups on board. And so ultimately it was endorsed by the AFL-CIO, the SEIU, the National Council of La Raza, the National Leadership Coalition on Civil Rights, the Center for Community Change, which all told have millions of members who are out there at the grassroots talking about this. And that would be the other thing I would just say, is that after the election you have the leverage that comes from this, and you have the leverage that comes from having outside groups that are pushing for something else. And so that's what gives me hope over the longer term. The president obviously has his own challenges. He's articulated some of these ideas, but he really hasn't offered a kind of bold set of prescriptions. So someone has to be out there kind of opening up some space. And so, if AFL-CIO and SEIU and other groups are saying, look, we have to have a set of solutions that are up to the scale of the challenges we face, I'm hopeful that that will at least open up some broader discussion in the next few years.
I want to turn this to you, which is that this is a close race. It looks like the president is really kind of pulling ahead in the wake of this convention, and Nate